First, I'll open the program on the server using the continue button. Then I'll open the program on the station, hitting the bypass button. Then on the server, I'll take a reservation. There's a number of reservations already on the system, so I'm having to search for someone that doesn't have a reservation. Okay, so I'll save and confirm that. Okay, and I'll close that. Now on the station, I will click the reservation information button and then find a customer that does not have a reservation. And I'll go to continue reservation. Now this is where the only hesitation should be. This has taken approximately 11 seconds for that to happen. See? Now I'm going to go with this type. I'll do a save and confirm. Okay. And then I'll cancel the printing. And then I'll say exit. And I'll go to the next customer and continue reservation. Again, this will take 11 seconds. Okay, then I select the site type and I'll save and confirm. I'll say okay, and I won't run a receipt, and then I'll exit there. Now on the server, I'll find the first customer that's open, and I'll go to continue reservation, and I'll select the site type, and then save and confirm. Okay, and I'll close there. So that takes only a second or two. Now I'm back to the station, and I go to the next customer, continue reservation. Putting a stopwatch on this is 11 seconds. And then I'll pick the site type, and I'll save and confirm, and I'll say OK, and then I'll cancel. Now I'll attempt to do two at the same time. So back on the server, I'll find the next customer that's available, and this time, and then I'll say continue reservation on that machine and pick the site type, and then on this machine I'll go to the next customer that's available, continue reservation. Now while that's happening, I'll go to back to the server, and I will go to registration. So I'm going to register this customer into a site, finding the first site available. The first customer that's not in the park. Pretty full park, which is part of this whole demonstration. So I'll say continue registration, and I'll pick the site type again, and maybe one of these sites over here, and I'll say save. So this will always be just a fraction of a second on this machine. Now at the same time, I go back to the other machine, and I exit here. I go to the next customer, and I'll take another, there's one open, continue reservation. And while that's happening, I'll back on the server, I will take a reservation there, I'll close, and I'll go to reservation, find the next customer that's available, down, and there's one. Go back, so take that right to a reservation there, and pick the site type. So on the server, it will always only take a second or two. And then I'll go to the next customer here, and I'll go to next and continue reservation. And I can easily take another reservation or register someone on the other machine while during that 11 seconds. So now just concentrating on the station, while the other machine is running. I'll exit here. I'll exit here and I'll go to the space map. You see it comes right up. Close there. I will go to reservation listing and it comes right up. Let's say that I wanted to go from here back to the customer record, so do a left double click there. And you'll see it comes right up. Close there. Now I'll do a right double click on Who's in the Park. Excuse me, I'm going to go to Who's in the Park and open that, and I'll take any customer, do a right double click, and that'll take me right to the editor there for that customer. Close, come back. This is all on the station. And now I'll go to transaction report, and I'll for the current month, and I'll say screen display, and yes, I want the summary report. So now it's going through that entire thing to develop this report. That took just maybe 2 or 3 seconds. So I go into the RV clubs. Now the machine is running at the same time, so I could go to, we'll go down here to this one, coming in the 17th. There's a reservation summary. And I want to put that, display that on the screen. Whoops, I hit the abort. Summary report, display to the screen, and it just pops right up there. So I'll exit that. The only, other than that one 11-second button, the other slowdown you'll get on this on the station is the space map. Excuse me, the grid. If I start the grid here, it should take about 18 seconds. If I do the same thing while that's running, I'll do that on the server. And I'll cancel there, go to the opening screen, I'll click on the grid, and I'll do the grid. Now the grid on this machine, as is in the upper right corner here, that took, well, I'm sorry, that took 13 seconds, and on the server it took 4.2 seconds. So now I'll close here, and I'll close here, and that is the conclusion of the time study in a network system.